Hey guys, Belladonna here, back with my amazing collection. So I had a little bit of technical difficulties as I was getting ready this morning, and my stand that I used to hold my phone just like snapped. So we're gonna be holding my phone today and you're just gonna be bearing with me. But I hope you enjoyed this little close-up and the last close-up here in my collection until we get back to some more of the history behind my awesome stuff. Thanks for watching. So this case is definitely a huge hodgepodge of items. I have so many different things in here, but they're all so neat. So some of the stuff we've talked about before, like, you'll recognize some of my Limoges pieces in here and some of the nice costume jewelry pieces I've collected. Things like this gorgeous antique hand-painted portrait brooch. It's really neat. And some of this, these are cool. These are newer. These are shells that have been carved and then turned into these little pins of butterflies. Super cute. My dragon's breath art glass bracelet looks different under different lights, and I just love that. Gorgeous hand-painted fan from Spain, more Limoges. My obsession with jade is kind of never ending. There's so many different colors and the different clarities, the ways they carve it. I mean, it's such a hard stone, and to get such fine detailing in such thin pieces is always impressive. And a little ring, pendant, and see the different colors. It's so much greener or dark green than this lighter one. It's almost white. Really neat. Beautiful rose quartz. And then this is really amazing. So this is jade as well, and each of these different beaded jade stones was hand knotted onto this necklace, and I just loved finding this. I really want to get it properly evaluated, because I know that different pieces of jade, especially on the vintage pieces, they were just throwing things together. They weren't really caring about what the quality of the stones were at different times in history, and so you can find some really rare ones. And so some of these that are super translucent and these fair green shades can be really nice if they're properly evaluated. Some more jade here. This is a tri-colored piece and it's super thick. I was really excited about this one because if my camera will cooperate here, it's actually very highly detailed. Ooh, cat in the case, cat in the case. No ma'am. Okay. So another really detailed piece here. This is an onyx scarab that has been carved, and then in the back you can see that instead of the traditional artist's signature, this is actually done in a type of character writing, and I haven't been able to get Google to help me with a great translation of this one yet, but I am on the hunt for information on this guy because that is super gorgeous. He's set in actual gold, and so I'm really curious to find out his history. Then I've got some things in here that are just super cute, like this little tiny art glass piece of this little hedgehog. I mean, it's so tiny and so fun. Right next to my beautiful stained glass Disney Beauty and the Beast rose. This is a little one of those collectible pens. I actually have a bunch of these, but this is one of my favorite stylization wise because it's just that gorgeous stained glass that fits in so well with so many of the other things that I love. More of these tiny little art glass pieces, an adorable little clown bell, and this tiny little onyx horse. I mean, he is so small. I love that. My little crystal ball and its little silver stand, and my little department 52 clock. I really love these swans. I got them from one of my grandmothers and they're so beautiful. I put them next to my gorgeous little art glass bell over here with his little porcelain bird. He's very delicate. This was a neat little find. So this is fossilized marble. And those little shapes you see in there, if you can see that detailing, it's a bunch of little fossils in this vase. And so that was pretty neat. Moving along here, some more fragile and delicate things. I love how they put the porcelain on top of these little jewelry pieces. It's such a nice little touch, and then it's so fragile, so finding them unbroken on the vintage pieces is always really neat. This one is antique German, and it's gorgeous, but it's got that same type of floral work that carried into the vintage jewelry. Moving down again. So we'll go to this little pocket watch here. This is from the early 1900s, around the 1910. You can kind of hear it ticking if the audio is going to pick that up. It is still working. It's just in a massive need of a facelift. So it needs some new hands and a new face here. But I found it, and I could hear the little ticking because something had set it off. And I've watched it a couple of times after winding it. It keeps the time really well still, as far as I can tell with the missing hands at least. And so eventually I want to get that fixed, but for now he lives in my case. These are something neat that I wanted to point out. These are just a bunch of loose pearls that I've collected over the years with my husband. And I put them in this little silver and semi-precious stone box that I picked up. So this was crafted in India. But I was actually able to pull these with my husband out of a whole bunch of little shells, and that was a really neat, fun thing to do. If you ever get a chance to, you should totally try it out. Moving down here, so you can see I actually had a few of the pieces set into jewelry, and so I can wear them. This is really neat. I'm gonna have to do maybe a video on some of my Olympic stuff. I really should have done it a couple of weeks ago. But this was actually a promotion done when Houston was trying to make a bid for the 2012 Summer Olympic Games. And so they had a bunch of these little pins flown on the NASA space shuttle, the Atlantis, in 2000, all the way to the space station and back. And so these have been out of this world and back again. And I really was excited to have something like this in my collection because it's a really rare piece of history. There was only 1,000 of these that were put out, and most of them have ended up in private collections at this point. Yes, my darling. She's very upset that I'm talking to you guys instead of her. But I have a couple of more things here. These are from older Olympic promotions, Coca-Cola in Barcelona of '92, some Texaco ones that I just really liked the artwork for because they were super cute, from Atlanta in 1996. Here's another one. I love the puppies. Oh, they're so cute. Okay. And then this one was just more kind of traditional with the Olympic rings, and this was a Federal Express one. What was this from? You know, I'm not actually sure. Good question. Lovely little early 1900s porcelain. So this is actually a sugar dish and a little creamer. But I thought they stacked just so nicely, and they're so cute. I was super excited to find this. Okay, so this is a little scale, a jeweler's scale, and it's actually still got all of the little weights, all of them, and the original little scale here. It's super, super cute, and it's in such great condition that finding this was definitely one of my highlights. So get out of the light so you can see that a little bit better. That was just so cool. I know we talked about this, the stereoscope, that is like an original viewfinder almost, and it's just so gorgeous with those hand-painted roses. I love it. This little child's tea set is so cute. They paid so much attention to detail with even the little spoons and forks and all the little plates. It's got some napkins in here, and it's got the little fairies, which, you know, belladonna LaFay, I'm a fairy, and so I had to pick this up for my collection and put it somewhere special. So this is antique, this one's vintage. You'll notice a little bit of the difference between the two with the artwork styles and then even the aging of the pieces, the light crazing to this one because it's been around a whole lot longer. And then this one looks more like it's been actually kind of like printed or transferred on, versus that one was almost, you can see that it was
I'm dying.
printed. Apparently my phone is dying. Another little fun piece. So this is a blown glass ship in a glass bottle that's sealed. It's sealed. I have no idea how they got that in there, but that was just, that's one of those nifty fun pieces that you just have to stare at and wonder, how did they make that happen? This is a special new find that's going to be having an upcoming video here soon. This is from a French company whose name I cannot pronounce correctly, and I'm not gonna try and butcher that right now. But these are antique from the 1800s, and I have a whole set of them that we're gonna be taking a look at. They are gorgeous. I'm in love. Some more random little things here. Oreo trinket box. And when you open it, mini Oreo. How fun is that? Okay. Little thimble with a carousel on it. That was just too cute. I've seen those tables with the carousel bases, and that's been on my wish list for forever. So I think we've covered some of the most awesome stuff in here now, and I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. My little wedding picture hiding in the back there. But I have so much fun showing you guys all these neat little things, and now we're going to be getting back to the history behind them with our next couple of videos. So I hope you enjoyed this, but I hope you stay tuned for, the little bit more serious stuff to come, and thanks for watching.